Alrighty, looks like all of the sound levels are good. Um, Welcome everybody back to A Blaze of Cruelty. I am your Dungeon Master and host, Zuloth. With me here are my players. I have 4 players today. Unfortunately, Raven still can't make it. Um, we'll introduce our players today from... let's see here. Let's shake it up a tad. Bottom to top in the Discord. So go ahead, Gavi.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I am playing Verakasa, the barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Half drow.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Cyberbear.
I am Cyberpunk. I play Gawain, the half-drow paladin, and I am surprised it's pronounced Azuloth because I've been pronouncing it Azuloth for years now.
Both work fine.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Dan.
So I am Dan. I'm playing Dominic, or AKA Timothy,
AKA Timmy Trouble.
AKA Timmy Trouble, AKA the only fiscally responsible party member. And today's encouraging paladin.
Because we have more than one paladin. Only one of them is incorrigible.
Right.
That's contractual.
I'm Cynthia. I'm Cynthia. I play Rianne, and I have the misfortune of being in game and out of game the responsible designated adult. God help me.
Mhm.
I mean, you're the one that picked a character 300 some years old, right?
Mhm.
I know.
We're babies.
Yeah, and it shows.
Unfortunately, there is
God.
no god here, only dice.
Okay, last we
No comment
left.
on the dice.
Last we left off, we were in the Sarath Undercity. You guys had decided it was a wonderful idea to take a little bit of a rest and then head down into the deeper depths of the Undercity. So, wanna ask if that's still your plan.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
We just got Gawain that kick-ass sword, yeah?
Yeah, I've got the. Well, I don't think Gawain is using the binding blade, vanishing blade, whatever it's called.
Banishing blade.
The banishing blade because it's one-handed and he specializes two-handed.
Yeah, and it is also requires attunement.
Yeah, so I could hand that over to Timmy.
It is it's a short sword, so.
Yeah.
What if we give it to who else uses one-handed weapons?
Oh,
Not me. I use sword and axe.
Maybe we should hand it over to you.
I can hold on. I can use it.
Okay, well, you can use the trade function down in the bottom left-hand corner if you'd like.
Let's see.
Bottom left-hand corner.
So
Quest trade.
your players list there. There's a button that says request trade.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Hold on a second. Did you turn the pop-up thingy back on?
Did I?
You did. You did turn the pop-up thingy back on.
Oh, I did.
It's
Yeah.
working.
That's because MIDI.
Yeah, but it does not really work.
Yeah, it's because MIDI quality of life isn't actually working right now. And that's where the big conflict was.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Hit accept and drag and drop items to begin trading. Okay. And
noticed.
Gawain hands off the banishing blade to Timothy and says, I'm trusting you with this. Try not to throw it at anyone, I suppose.
Let's see. It has to be attuned after a long rest, huh?
That's what it says.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's why. I don't feel like we need to use it for the next one, our next encounters per se. But I mean, if we're going deeper, maybe we want to take the time to attune it, and I don't know. What does everyone else feel?
That might be a good idea, and we could take watch and shifts.
So we need a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
There's convenient benches to lay on here and everything.
Let's see.
So if we take a long rest, we're going to have to stay down here even longer. Because if we try and come up during the middle of the curfew, it's going to be bad.
It is currently 8:20 in the morning.
So we're very well rested.
Yes.
Mhm.
We are not tired.
So
Right.
I know you were bouncing around the idea of taking a long rest, but you physically can't.
Ah, okay.
You just took one within the last. You
Okay.
just finished one within the last 4 hours, so you can't.
Gawain's only
So that
point
takes care of
of-
that problem.
Yep.
I only have one spell slot left, but I also have my full lay on hands, so I should be good.
Let me check mine. I've only used up one of my spell slots, so.
Yeah, I would have only used up one, but I cast Cure Wounds on that one guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think rage is short rest.
Which
Oh
we
my
should have had.
Lord.
Jesus. Dean.
Doggo.
I feel comfortable going down the next level without it if you guys do.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
comfortable going.
So
Alright.
just so everyone's aware about what the Banishing Blade does. So if anyone wants to potentially read between the lines, it has 5 charges. Spinning a charge allows you to shed a bright light for 30 feet. The dim light and dim light for additional 30 feet, and any undead that are not undead being potentially plural that are not under the control of a necromancer or have the malicious trait are repulsed by the bright light and frightened. Lasts for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, and using the lore clues, I assume it's meant to easily deal with large amounts of undead.
Yeah, it sounds like it's meant for a crypt keeper to be able to repulse the guardian undead, so he can clean and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Did we not read in the lore that it also could anger those that are not guardian undead and perhaps are a little bit more aggressive? Or am I making that up? Because I feel like I remember reading or hearing that.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar.
You're not making
Well, you can
that up.
always go look at the lore.
I think in talking with Piper too for the last session is now that we've recovered it, they can have a new tomb keeper, gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Groundskeeper, some kind of keeper. So in that case, is Piper armed? I don't think I've ever seen her fight or anything.
She is not armed. Now, because she's Corinthian, she does know how to use a short sword, but she is not armed.
Since I have my sword, and it's a radiant weapon already, how does everyone feel about if I just let Piper hold on to it so that way she has a weapon?
I'm actually fine with that because I feel like if it could anger those that are in the crypts, we may not want to bring it with us deeper.
She is the expert on the thing, and so far as that goes, and if anything does slip past us, her having something to smack it with is probably the best idea.
Sounds like we're settled. I'm gonna hand it over to Piper then.
Okay. She says, "Oh, you're giving this to me?"
Yeah, I think it's best if you hold on to it, not only for the safety of the artifact, but to make sure that it gets into the right hands.
Okay. I've moved it from your sheet to hers. She looks it over and then unsheathes it real quick just to take a look at it, and then sheathes it again and kind of tucks it into her belt.
We will have to figure out a better way for her to carry that, but shall we go deeper and darker?
Yes.
Could I come with you? She asks.
Yes.
Okay.
We were also
You went
torn on
because-
this last week. Last time.
Come on, Mayhem.
I think it would be easier to protect her were she with us. If something happens
agree.
while she's not, it'd be a disaster.
And she's armed at least now, so. I think this is probably.
At some point, my lights will follow me.
At some point.
Thank goodness for a dark vision. Huh. Gonna
Yeah.
wait here for Piper.
You're gonna wait a little bit for the GM
Because-
too?
Yes.
Yep, I'm gonna stop here at this door and wait for the GM myself.
I think we've been here before.
I don't think we have.
I think we have.
Yeah, there's no, there's no, fog of war that way.
Piper asks, "Why have we stopped?"
Waiting for you? And have we been here before?
According to my map, yes.
Okay. So we go this way, because I don't think we've been this way before.
Yes, my browser just messed up. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Guys, there are people at the other end of the hall.
Yeah, you see a bunch of people moving along the hallway there.
No, I've walked into oblivion.
Help! I've walked into oblivion.
Close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Ah, there we go.
So,
What hallway are
We've
people
got-
in?
I don't know. All I can see is people. What can I see about them, if anything?
Let's see. Well, you're on top of Gling, so one of you needs to move.
Sorry.
You can tell they're carrying weapons from here. They look to be moving in a direction with purpose. A couple of them are wounded, so there's a little bit of blood on the hallway.
Can I tell if they're good guys or bad guys?
From this distance, you can't really tell their disposition.
Hey, what's the holdup up there?
Are you shouting at them?
Trying to.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes?
Holy
No?
crap. Okay.
Yes.
No. You're shouting.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What's the holdup up there? You kind of see them all kind of like stop. This one turns around here. This one here turns around, says something to this guy, who turns around and says something to these two guys. He grabs the figure in the middle, and they kind of do it like a switcheroo. And now we're gonna go ahead and do this.
It's a really bad place to have a fight. Single file hour.
Well, you know. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Wow, that was quite the way to start. Thanks.
Okay.
There's initiative.
Yeah, where is initiative?
On this newer sheet, it is below your portrait.
Nice.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, I still pop back to the legacy sheet. I guess I should go to the new one.
Do whatever one is more comfortable for you.
I'll stick with the legacy then.
Oh, nice.
Oh, at least one of us rolled well.
Yep.
Mayhem at the very top of initiative with 22.14.
What a good boy.
He's going to shift up here. He cannot see anything other than the bad guys out there, so he can't see his allies. And he's going to growl. Yeah, that's going to be his turn. This guy is going to turn around. And he's going to light a torch. And he's going to move. And he's gonna say, "Who's there? Show yourself." Gawain, your turn.
Is it possible to switch places with someone else in the initiative?
To switch places with someone in the initiative, you can delay your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna delay my turn after Rianne because she's the authority of the party. But Gawain is going to like hand on his sword at the ready.
Okay. Yeah. We can go ahead and shift you. To then.
I mean, he might be a dumb little peasant boy, but he knows what, a baroness is.
Do you want to drop down to right after her?
Yeah.
Okay. Piper's gonna kind of step back here. Rianne, your turn.
I'm going to grab my lights and send them down the corridor.
Okay, as a bonus action?
Yes.
How far can you move them on a bonus action?
I'm not entirely sure.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Dancing lights. 60 feet. So I just moved this one 30. So here is another 30.
Okay.
20,
Uh,
20, and then 20. 30. 30. That's a bonus action.
yes, thank you. I'm going to come down here a little ways and say, a bronze knight, who are you?
He turns around and he says, "Fuck, we gotta go."
Oh. Drop my hand axe, or drop my battle axe for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Pull one of my hand axes and throw.
Okay. He is 40 feet from you. Your throwing distance
Mhm.
without disadvantage is 20. So you have to throw at disadvantage with the hand axe.
Okay. I will still give it a try. Okay. Attack. Disadvantage.
13. That hits him.
Ha!
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Honestly, there's nothing more terrifying than an axe flying at you.
Now the axe flies at him, hits him right in the head, right straight between the eyes, killing him instantly. This guy appears to have been way more wounded than expected.
Stop in the name of Cruelty.
I thought you were going to say love or the law, but I guess we don't want to breach copyright.
No, we do not want to breach copyright. All right. So I think those are all my turns.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Dominic, your turn.
Oh, I think it was Gawain up next.
Gawain's.
Oh, Gawain,
Yep.
yes. Sorry. Yeah, Gawain. So, hold on, let me update combatant again. 14. There we go.
Get my ruler out here.
Measure. 6 blocks is 30 feet.
Okay. So, Gawain is going to draw his sword and begin to step forward.
Mm-hmm.
And, where'd Veracasa go?
She is...
I'm in the back,
She's way in the back.
which was not intentional.
Okay, then, in that case, Gawain is going to cast Bless on who he can see, which is himself, Rianne, and Timothy.
Okay.
Does Mayhem get blessed too, or is it just 3?
Now that would be
It's just-
upcasting.
It's just 3. I don't
Okay.
have an upcast spell slot to do it with. Shoot, how do I... God, every time it's been like a week, I forget how to use... Like, I completely... Oh, okay, I think I miscast the spell, but it was on Gawain, Rianne, and Demi.
Okay. It's on Gawain, yourself, and Dominic, right?
Yeah, Dominic, Gawain, and Rianne should be blessed now.
Okay. Hashtag blessed.
Living my best life, bestie.
Hmm.
End turn. Let me hit the button here.
Okay. Let me see here.
And now it's Timmy Trouble's turn.
Okay. guess I'm gonna do a full double move. Should I do a double move? That's my full movement. Is 30 feet.
Hold on just a second. I wanna try something.
Okay.
Just for the sake of seeing if this works. Yeah, I don't care. Ignore. No, it doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. You just will have to remember that you are currently blessed.
Whenever I move up here into the light, can I do a quick perception check on the people that are still in the hallway?
Yeah, it would. This was a dash, so yeah, you can do that.
Well, it was almost okay.
You can tell that she's bound and gagged.
Ah, in that case, on this one, I'd like to cast. This has never worked in the past. It won't work this time, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try to compel him to duel me.
Who, this guy?
Yep.
Okay. What's he got to do? Saving throw? Wisdom?
Yep.
Oh. He's compelled.
Congratulations, you're in a duel.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
Oh god, are we going to Camelot? It's a very silly place.
He's
And-
actually out of range.
Oh, I can't move past this guy either, so
I already gave it to you, so you can have it, but just keep in mind, you have a 30-foot range on that, so this would have been as far.
gotcha. In that case, that would be the end of my turn here.
Okay. Well, let's see. Was that a bonus action? Yeah, it was. Okay. So he now must approach you to attack you. He's going to draw both his dagger and his sword. And he's going to say, "Get out of my way, whelp!" She's going to kind of like flop and try to like scooch this way. She kind of inchworms. Technically, she's not supposed to move, but I think it's a little bit more cinematic if she just like is suddenly no longer being guarded and kind of throws herself to the floor and kind of wiggles out of the way. Vera, your turn.
So, I can't see anything that just happened.
Nope, you see Mayhem and Piper.
That's about it. So I will hear the sounds of fighting and probably run to here, which is my 30 feet of movement.
Mhm.
Am I able to see what's happening?
You see that Rianne and Gawain are up here. There's the dancing lights, and you see that Tim or Dominic is much further up the way there.
Okay, then I will take the dash action to
Okay.
get next to my friends.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that's all I can do.
I need to fix something with one of the modules.
Because I was not able to see to even throw a javelin. Fun fact, don't put your barbarian that soaks up damage at the back of the group. I have learned a thing.
There you go.
Learning is always good.
Well, look, I perceived myself as watching our flank. So,
No, learning is always good. It's half the battle.
All right, let's turn to Mayhem. He's the good boy. He is going to move forward. Bork. And then he's going to move forward again. And he's going to move a little bit more to kind of back Tim up. He's going to give a little bit of space, though.
I think my philosophy is the best way to spring a trap is to put your foot in it.
Maybe trigger it from a distance instead of jam your foot into it whole hog.
Okay, that's this guy's action, and then he's going to move this way. This guy's going to step over the corpse of his buddy, and he's going to attack. No, he misses. That's the end of his turn.
I'm imagining that scene from Indiana Jones where the guy does like all the fancy sword moves and Indy just shoots him.
I didn't mean to roll that at that level. I meant to roll it like this. There we go. Piper's gonna scooch. Just so she can still see some of the party. Rianne, your turn.
Bonus action, scoop my battle axe back up.
I assume you have it like on a you have like
a thong? Yeah, probably.
like that, and so you can just kind of like slide it down your wrist. So no need to like totally disarm yourself. You're a well-practiced warrior, so.
Yes. All right. What's the distance between me and Chuckles up here?
The cultist, 40 feet.
Can I run that far?
You can run 30. 30 is 6 blocks, so that would take you to right in front of Mayhem.
That's what I'm going to do. And I can't engage this guy because Dominic has him. But I can throw my other axe.
Okay. Yeah.
Will that hit?
Let's see here. 19. Nope. Hold on. 10. 10 at this guy. 10 doesn't hit. 10 is a little shy. So you toss your other hand axe at him, and he kind of deflects it with his sword and bounces off the wall, hits the floor.
Okay. That's my action.
Okay. Gawain, your turn.
So, Gawain is going to step forward. There's not about that far, but there's not really much I can do out of spell slots and not being able to get into range, so...
You can't, so this block here...
Wait a minute, what does bless do?
Gives you a d4.
Okay.
Did you roll an extra d4?
Oh, I can.
No.
Okay, I can go around.
Yeah, you can. So these spots are traversable.
Okay, so I've it's 30 feet total.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of way we can use intimidate to demoralize an enemy to give anyone else some kind of bonus against them?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Gawain is going to point his radiant, what's it called again? Kreia Great Saber at the cultist standing in front of Dominic and say, You have a chance to yet live if you drop your weapons and surrender.
Okay.
And I will roll Intimidate.
Ooh, tingles.
15.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh,
He is instead overcome with insane bravery.
Damn. I fucked up.
Probably realizes you can't really swing that sword in this narrow hallway.
Right. That is the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Dominic, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this guy.
Jesus, this thing just doesn't want to follow them.
remember you've got blessed.
God bless. That's good to remember. Because
Let's see. We need a battle cry for the group. I know. It's thwacky time.
So I'm gonna add my +4 here. I don't think it really matters, but yep.
Hey, it's an 18.
I had to reset the browser on the other end because the fucking stream view camera just doesn't want to participate. Yeah, that hits him. If you're trying to hit this cultist, yeah, that hits him.
Yep.
Okay, 7. That cuts him pretty badly. Gotta move this guy out of the way so we can actually see who's here. Okay. Do you have a second attack?
I don't.
Okay. This guy is no longer compelled by the compelled duel.
Nope.
Because you attacked somebody else. He's going to turn around and he's going to go. And that's his turn. Vera, your turn.
So the spaces up top that we can actually walk.
Yes, you can.
Is it the?
You can walk on those.
Okay. I still think my 30 feet gets me. We'll go here-ish. Can I still see the guy that was running? Just barely.
Yeah, you just seen him leave. Yeah.
Can I still see him?
Can you still see him from there? No. No, he's gone.
Could sprint it, but
I might.
maybe get an attack of opportunity.
I wanted to javelin. But I was so far behind. I'm gonna sprint. I'm gonna dash and see what I can get. Any chance I see him from there?
No, he's a little bit further into that hallway.
I mean, could I still try to get him since I knew kind of where he was going?
You can throw at disadvantage, yeah.
I will do that.
You do have bless.
I do not have bless. I was too far out.
Oh, shoot. I mistook.
I know.
I mistook your
It's
icons.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Nope, it's okay.
I'm very tired. I'm halfway through a 32-ounce tumbler of iced coffee.
That sounds wonderful.
That was your saber, not your javelin.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna remove it. Uh, 13. Because of the amount of cover he has, you do miss. You hear sort of a ooh coming from down that hallway, like you might have scared him a little bit.
Okay. You know what? I shouldn't have been able to throw it anyway because I dashed. So it doesn't matter.
Just trying to give you a little bit of mercy. Mayhem's
Shaking
gonna,
off the cobwebs.
Mayhem's
Shaking it
gonna
off.
run along here. That's 40 feet because he can move that fast. And he's gonna dash. And he
Nick
is caught up with him. You hear
Sick.
horrible growls. Like he's about to get up on that guy. And this guy's gonna make an attack on you, Dominic. Miss. Pepper's gonna move up a little bit so that she's closer to the group. Rianne, your turn.
Can I get past this guy without giving him an attack of opportunity since he's already...
No, but he hasn't taken any attacks of opportunity yet.
Alright, I'm going to... dash
Okay.
to get down here to see what the freak is going on.
Yep, there you go. You see that Mayhem has just caught up to this guy.
Okay.
And that's your dash, so that's also your action, so movement and action. So you have a bonus
Yep.
action left.
Pull my dancing lights down, further down.
Okay.
Because there's a doorway here and a corridor here, and I don't know what's in this on the other side of the doorway.
Okay.
All right.
Gawain, your turn.
How high is the ceiling? Not that it actually matters, but
It's a 10-foot ceiling.
Okay. So Gawain comes in beside this guy who I think made an offhand comment about the hallway being too narrow to swing his sword.
He didn't say anything, but
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he made that comment out loud.
no.
But he performs an overhead chop instead of a side swing.
Okay.
Attack.
Miss.
Miss, yep. Shit, dude.
Swing and a miss.
Don't really have anything else I can do, so.
Dominic.
Keep an eye on Piper.
Of course, but... Oh, one moment. Let me mute my mic.
I don't know why it keeps wanting to fucking move the camera over there for whatever reason. It's making me mad. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Stop it. He's dead. Yeah, you skewer him with your sword.
I need to go check on my grandfather quickly. I will be right back.
Okay.
And then I'll just move my 30 feet than I can, and that would be me.
Okay. It's gonna take an attack on our good dog friend here, Mayhem.
Okay, beforehand, he was going to be, kept alive to interrogate. Now I think he's just dead.
He does hit him with the dagger, dealing 3 points of piercing damage. Vera, your turn.
This is really frustrating because Vera just heard her dog, yelp. But there's a cultist right in front of me, right?
No, they're both dead.
They're both dead now?
Yep.
All right, sorry, the symbols are a little hard for me to see.
Yeah, Dominic just finished this guy, so.
Okay. Well, then it's not so hard. You do what anybody would do and you run towards the dog.
Alright. Sorry I keep refreshing the camera, it's just being a bit of a dick. So.
It's the other corridor, right?
Yeah. You see Sigrid on the floor here.
Well, that answers that question.
Do we know who she is?
She was the bartender at the Serpent's Head Inn.
Right.
You go on, I'll get her.
I'm getting the dog. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the dash action. I don't think it's calculating my feet right.
You moved 30 there, so that's another
Yeah.
10 here, and then 15 to 25 to be here.
That's fine.
You could stand here and try
yeah,
to get
I want to
him.
get in its melee. His melee.
Okay. Alright, that is your action to dash. So you're now in melee range with him.
Yeah.
We're now on Mayhem's turn. He is going to multi-attack, 2 bite attacks.
Ooh.
First attack is a miss. Second attack is also a miss.
Well, he is wounded.
Oh, he does have Bless on him, doesn't he?
Yes, no, he doesn't, unfortunately.
No, he doesn't. Okay.
Should have blessed the dog, but dogs are already blessed.
Okay. He is he's fine, so he's not going to use lick wounds or anything like that. This guy's turn. This guy's turn. Piper's turn. She's going to say, "Is everything okay, Gwen?"
There's trouble up ahead.
She kind
Stay,
of... Go ahead.
stay within view, but well back.
Okay, she pulls the sword out. Rianne, your turn.
All right. Perkasa, she's gonna let Perkasa do her thing and go over here.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, away from, and duck in to see Sigrid.
Okay. She is bound and gagged.
I have a knife and I can work on getting her free.
Okay. Do you want to...
And that's going to be my action.
Okay, do you want to remove the bindings or her gag first?
Bindings, then the gag.
Okay, she is no longer restrained. Okay, that's your action. Do you want to end your turn there? Because you only have a bonus action left.
Yes. I will leave my turn there.
Okay. Gawain, your turn.
Gawain is going to... Shoot, I need to... Okay. Gawain is going to dash action. 60 feet, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's... And he's gonna stop here.
Okay.
And would intimidate attempt again be a bonus action?
Yeah, you can give that a bonus action if you'd like.
Okay, he's going to try and intimidate this final right warrior. Your friends back there are dead. Drop your weapons and surrender, and you might live. Jesus.
He
Rolls are terrible tonight.
Yeah, he doesn't even respond. Okay.
Oof.
What is
Next
with my
campaign.
rolls tonight?
I'm being a bard just to give you inspiration for that.
It always wants to stuff Dominic in a corner with the camera. I don't know why.
I'm
Didn't Gawain have bless?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
that that would really help.
That's
but...
for attack rolls, I think.
I think it also works on ability checks. You should check that.
Let me check. But I did roll a nat one, so.
That's true.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, attack rolls are saving throws for us.
No.
So I'm gonna continue moving forward after everyone else, but I'm gonna take a quick moment to stop here and just look over at Rihanna and Sigrid to make sure Sigrid isn't injured.
She doesn't appear to
Can I
be.
just?
Oh, she is
and-
injured.
You can make a perception check.
Yep, just at Sigrid real quick, and then I'll continue running my way.
If she's injured, it's not visible because she didn't leave any blood trail when she wiggled her way in here.
In that case, if she's fine, I'm gonna move this way with everyone else, and then I will also dash. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna throw myself here, and that's it.
Okay. It's now the warrior's turn. He's going to take a swing at Vera. Big drow lady coming up on him. That hits with a 14, with 17, dealing 5 points of slashing. And then he's going to take a stab at you, Dominic, with the dagger. Which also hits the 22.
Mhm.
Dealing
Ow.
6 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, that is the end of that warrior's turn.
I would like to use Sentinel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because he
Because
attacks. Yeah.
Somebody other than me, which means I should be able to get a swing or something. Let me double check my.
I think you get an
Feature.
attack of opportunity.
I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack. So, that would just be one basic swing with the saber, right?
Yep.
I'll do that.
Go get him, Vera.
Are we gonna keep this one alive?
And it's normal, right?
Yes. Ooh, that
Oh,
hits.
ask Vera. She's the one currently attacking.
That hits.
No.
14 points
Or
of
not.
damage. Yeah, so that hits him. That hurts him pretty badly. Big wound on that guy. You take a swing. His sword catches yours. You pull the blade down and stab him over the blade into his shoulder. He goes ah, and pull your sword out, and he again distances himself between the three of you now. Yes, that's Sigrid. She's gonna remove her gag, and she's gonna say, "Oh, thank you for rescuing me. Oh, I am so grateful." And she throws her arms around you, Rianne, and starts crying.
Ah. Not unreasonable. Not helpful, but not
Nope.
unreasonable.
Nope, not helpful, not unreasonable. Vera, your turn.
Great. I would like to swing again, and can I still do reckless? That's just I can
Yeah.
just call that, right?
Yeah, you could just call that.
Okay.
Fucking camera.
So, sorry, I'm getting used to the new sheet. And that gives me advantage.
The camera's.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh fuck! Roll that critical
Yay!
dice footage.
I will, thank you.
Let's see
Yay.
that. Let's see that big. Jesus.
And I'm gonna say, because I'm hoping that this will destroy him.
Holy shit.
Don't hit my dog.
Okay. As you say, don't hit my dog, and you hit him. How do you want to finish this guy?
Where did he stab Mayhem?
He had cut Mayhem along the flank, because Mayhem is a
Okay.
good boy and he dodged most of it. Mayhem still has temporary hit points, so he still has shielding.
That's fine. You still hit a dog. I'm gonna crouch down low and go up.
Okay. Yeah, you crouch down
Use
low.
your imagination from there.
Okay, you crouch down low, you go up with the tip of your blade, skewering through his body from kind of like the lower left corner into the top right side of him, out his shoulder. So all the way through him, and then you lever the blade upwards, splitting him wide open. Big blood spray. He goes down. He is dead.
And that was without rage.
Right? Yeah. Because that would have been like 4 points higher with rage.
Ooh.
Phew, 23 slashing damage, 9 radiant. Big slap.
Big numbies.
Mayhem is going to bark at the guy, and then he's going to move.
That's no way to get ahead in life.
Oh,
Nothing to lose your head over.
Mayhem stops here and barks, kind of like doing a point in towards this room.
After that, do you think he has a splitting headache?
oh.
Mm.
That guy certainly doesn't have his head on straight.
Mm.
That's one way to break a leg.
Stop dealing psychic damage to the party.
You should give Punspiration.
Thank you.
Okay, that misses, and then this guy comes out. Actually, no, he's gonna move again. Okay. Piper is gonna move. Everyone has left her behind. Guys. Oh, there's Rianne. Oh my, is she okay?
Pries arms of neck. She's kind of okay. She's traumatized.
Okay.
I'm going to check her over for wounds
All right, make a medicine check.
and trust that my companions can actually take care of themselves.
Bad assumption.
I can't remember how to get to my stuff.
Your skills and stuff is going to be in the cog part of the character sheet. Your tabs to figure out what part of your character sheet you're on are on the far right. They're those black little tabs. You can open your character sheet with
Yeah,
C.
I know. It won't let me open that one.
Won't let you open your sheet?
It won't. It will let me open everything but the cog.
Weird. Okay. Let me try doing this real quick. I'm gonna move it to your old sheet. Close your sheet out and open it again.
Okay, it opens in the old. I'll do the medicine roll just to
Just to keep things moving.
go forward.
You know,
Yeah.
you think she's had a full psychotic break and she's about to die. No,
Do I get blessed for that?
I'm kidding. She's fine from what you can tell. Bless doesn't apply to these kinds of rolls. It only applies to attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah, so you think she's fine. She's just hysterical. So.
Okay.
That'd be an action to check for checking her over. So you may still use your movement.
Yeah.
Piper will say,
And I'll just.
if you need to go, I'll stay with her.
Yeah. I need to find out what's going on over here. Oops, Erica lied wall. Okay, bodies here. Fight here.
Yep. Here, this guy's dead.
And Mayhem is barking down here, pointing at people.
Mhm.
Yay.
Yep.
I think that's everything I can do right now.
Okay. Gawain.
I am well behind the actual fight at this point, so I guess Gawain's going to take another dash action.
Okay.
So that's 35 feet. Then he's going to,
Jump over Mayhem.
jump over Mayhem and give him a quick pat on the head and good boy.
Mm-hmm. Wag's tail.
Could that count as a help action to give him advantage on his next attack?
No, because that would be an action.
Yeah, I know that was a joke.
I
But,
gotta take the request seriously.
Gawain is, however, going to loom over the cultist and wordlessly roll intimidation this time,
Okay.
and see if not saying anything helps the roll.
Okay.
I think maybe it's like your optimistic, like candor that
15.
just.
He's a little shaken.
Okay. That's my first roll above a 10 for the night.
Mm.
Yay.
It still keeps wanting to shove Dominic in the corner.
I'm gonna keep doing what I do best though, and I am also gonna head rush into difficult situations that I should probably stay back and look at first.
No, that's your whole shtick.
Yep. There you go.
Real talk, it's a positive for an overly cautious party. Keeps things interesting.
Vera, your turn.
I am currently letting the dogs out, but Vera will run towards Mayhem and see what's around the corner.
Okay.
Does that use my movement?
That uses your full movement, 30 feet. There is an enemy within 10 feet of you if you'd like to javelin him.
I would like to javelin him.
Okay. You throw your javelin at him.
Yes, please. Do you mind rolling for me?
I've rolled for you. You hit him with a 22,
Great.
dealing 5 points of piercing damage.
Good.
Whoosh! Kind of going right through his lower abdomen. He's still standing, very wobbly.
Does he seem intimidated now?
He's very intimidated now.
By the way, as we move, I'm picking up my javelins.
Okay, yeah. Mayhem is going to make his attack on the cultist now. He's going to bite him. Hits with a 13,
Yes, Mayhem's a good boy.
dealing 8 points of bitey damage, mauling him to death. Yeah, he just leaps onto the guy and just ragdolls him around the mouth or neck.
Insert Wellheim scream here.
Yeah. That is the end of Mayhem's turn. So he sees no other foes. He's going to move. Out from around this corner here, A enemy appears, attacking from stealth at advantage. Shoots with his light crossbow. Dominic, because you're closer.
Gonna sneak attack me in front of my salad?
Yep, he's gonna sneak attack you in front of your salad, hitting you with a 25.
Oh.
Ow.
Dealing 7 points of piercing damage. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Constitution. Oh, I get a D4 on this.
Okay.
Not that it mattered.
15 meets, 19 total. Okay, very good. He's going to use his sneak attack on you, dealing 18 more points of unmitigatable damage. And the versatile damage here is the poison.
Ow. Oh.
13, because you resisted it, you are unconscious. You are out of hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So as this guy comes around the corner, you see him out of the corner of your eye and you begin to turn. He's already fired his crossbow. It hits you under the rib cage as you kind of swing your arm down to kind of block it or at least cut it off with the sword. Very slow motion action kind of movement. As you're hit, you twist and turn, grabbing the arrow and pulling it out of you, tossing it onto the ground before you lose consciousness from the fast-acting poison.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a rogue for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the end of the assassin's turn. Piper uses pat person on the head while they're crying on Sigrid. Rianne, your turn.
Did I see any of that going on? Or did I just see Vircasa?
You just see Veracasa. So you can only see what you can see, unfortunately. You do hear there's a lot of shit going on in the other room.
Alright, I'm going to get down here and see if there's more I can see. Not really.
Not really. This tight corner is preventing you from seeing what's going on.
Yeah, well, I can at least see that nobody's going to... Somebody could attack us from this direction, but I'm going to assume not. But I'm actually going to stay here and wait because Piper and Sigrid are back there, and this is an avenue to attack. So
Okay.
I'm just going to have to wait it out and see if something happens. My turn.
Going, your turn.
Okay. So now that we know where that guy is, he can't hit us with sneak attack again, right? I forget how rogues work in 5e.
So sneak attack, he has to have an ally within 5 feet of you that isn't incapacitated, and he has to have no disadvantage on the roll. He can also have advantage on the roll and hit you. So if he gets overcome with insane bravery, he will automatically have advantage on all of his rolls.
Okay, so Gawain is going to step in front of Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, while staring down the assassin, but not rolling intimidate, he is going to lay on hands on Dominic, and he'll all 20 points that I can with it.
Okay.
And that is a full action, right? Or is that a bonus action?
For lay on hands.
As an action, okay.
That's an action.
Okay. So he's going to stand with his sword at the ready, facing the enemy.
All right. You can still move. Like, you can close to engage.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm going to close to engage.
I got it. Go ahead and move yourself.
Okay.
All right. End of your turn, I suppose. Dominic, you wake up on the floor.
I'm gonna do my reverse Boromir impression,
Okay.
and
Gawain has head patted you back into consciousness.
I'm gonna stand up and attack this guy. How dare he shoot me?
Oops. My bad, I hit the wrong button. And set initiative to 8.13.
That really hurt.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack if you'd like.
I get a D4, but I don't think it's gonna help. Maybe it will. Ah!
Even with 14, you don't hit him. His armor class is 15.
Alright, and I want to do a bonus. Nothing I can do there. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Sigrid and Piper are going to move together. There. Okay, that's about as far as they can go. Vera, your turn.
I cannot actually see the guy that did all this, right?
Nope.
The guy right in front of me is dead, based
He's-
on the symbol, I think.
Yep, he's dead.
All right, so I'll go into the room.
There he is. There's that fucker.
So that was 10, right?
Yeah. He's facing off with Timothy and Gawain with dual short swords.
Okay, so I can get up here on the other side of him if I could move my token.
Yeah, there you go.
Um,
You guys have boxed him in.
yeah, I am having my screen's having a moment. Anyway, I'm going to I'm just gonna hit him, I think.
Big sword hit.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna save my rages. Advantage?
Yeah, I'll give it to you because he's boxed in. He basically can't go anywhere. 19 hits.
Great.
Nice.
Is it automatically registering rage? Because it was added a d6.
The D6 is from your radiant.
Okay, never mind then. That's fine. We want that.
Yeah, we want that. 13 points
Yes,
of
we
damage.
do.
Very good. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Mayhem. Bork, 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 bork. Move to here. Now he's going to attack the guy. Misses with a 12. Second attack. Hits with a 19 or 23 total. Dealing
Nice. Good boy.
5 points of biting damage. Gets him on the ankle. Arrgh. And it's this guy needs to make a strength saving throw. And he succeeds. Okay. It's now his turn. He's going to make 2 attacks. 1 attack at Gawain here.
Alright.
That hits.
Does hit.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Let me open my character sheet back up. I keep accidentally closing it instead of minimizing it.
This is the poison damage.
Whoa!
Jesus Christ. Constitution saving throw. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Full poison damage. You are unconscious.
Ah.
Yep, I'm unconscious. Shit.
He takes an attack on the other attack on Vera. 18 hits,
Yeah, it does.
dealing 7 points of slashing or piercing damage.
Okay.
And then here's the poison.
Great.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Ah!
Um.
$13 doesn't save. You take the full 32.
Wonderful. I am still up.
You're still up. So he stabs Gawain in the gut. And Gawain just passes right out, pulls off him off the blade, and takes a swing at you, Vera, cutting you across the arm. And you feel the poison go into your arm and then up your into your shoulder and towards your heart, and starts to spread through the rest of you. Piper drags Sigrid along. Vera, Rianne, your turn.
What I should have done last turn was pull the rest of my dancing lights down here.
Okay.
Or as close to them as I can. I heard nothing but bad sounds out here.
Yep, you did. All the bad sounds.
All the bad sounds. Stay here and run if I tell you to.
Piper nods.
Okay. All right. All right. This is dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's
I
got
step in.
Yeah, he's got a javelin in him, and he's got a big pool of blood underneath him. You could throw
I'm
an
going
axe
to
at him.
pull the javelin.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to pull the javelin and throw it, but
Yeah,
you
you
I'll
can
go
do
with
that.
one of my axes.
You can do that. You can throw a javelin at him if you want. You can pull that out.
Okay, I don't have a javelin to throw. I don't have that on my...
I will give you one. Just a moment.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm going to throw my cousin's javelin.
13 misses.
Rianne has
And I
Oh.
will...
Roll your d4.
Oh.
You need to get a 2 to hit him.
Wait. No, my concentration's broken because I'm down.
Ah. Never mind. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
It wouldn't have worked anyway. All right, and I'm going to throw one of my hand axes.
Okay.
Because that's my other turn.
That does hit.
That should hit.
Yep, certainly does.
Okay.
5.
Um,
Okay.
Hey, on a d6, that's not bad.
Nope.
Considering it's a +4.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that is my whole turn.
Your whole turn. Gawain, roll a death saving throw.
Moment.
Dun dun dun.
Have to open my character sheet back up because I closed it instead of minimizing it. But again, where's death saves on the character sheet?
So underneath your character's portrait, all the way at the bottom of that black card, there's a little skull.
Okay.
That's one failed death saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
I'm torn between healing Gwen and attacking, but if he attacks us again, he'll drop both me and...
I've got at least one more death saving throw I can make relatively safely without.
Okay, I'm gonna try to attack him. so that we don't fall here.
Why does it wanna
Smite that bitch.
Why is
Oh
it-
yeah, I'm going. If I hit him, I'll burn the last spell I have to smite him.
That hits.
Okay, let's do our damage, and then I'm going to smite him.
Okay. 9 points of damage. Minus 10 additional. Okay. Good hit.
And it's my turn.
Okay. Sigrid and Piper are going to move again. Total of 15 feet. And that brings us back to Vera.
Okay. This is a moment where every hit point counts,
Mm-hmm.
and she just got hit, so she is going to rage.
Okay.
Which is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to reckless attack with my saber.
Sure.
Ooh.
Nice.
The camera does weird shit.
Mine hasn't been moving at all, so
Oof.
Well, it's moving on the stream side of things.
Not
Oh.
a great roll.
13 does miss.
That's not good.
You have a second attack?
She's not level 5.
No.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anything else I can do anyway.
Mayhem's turn. He is going to use his. He's not really sure what to do. Should he attack or use lick wounds on Gawain?
Lick wounds on Gawain.
Okay. It sounded very decisive. So he's going to use lick wounds on Gawain. Healing Gawain for 4.
And Gawain is no longer making death saves.
Correct.
Woohoo!
Oh,
That
thank
is
goodness.
Mayhem's
That is
action.
because Mayhem is a very good boy.
He's the best
He
boy.
is.
It's now the assassin's turn.
Oh.
He's going to make a stabby attack at Dominic.
years of swordsmanship has taught me how to parry. Nope. Yes.
Yeah, that misses. Frustrated, he's going to attack again. He misses
Have at me.
again. Yeah,
I would
so
like to use Sentinel.
okay, yeah, you can use Sentinel. He's not aware that you know how to do this, so yeah, this is going to come as a surprise to him.
Do I get advantage because he is re-surrounded?
Yes, you get advantage because he's still surrounded because Mayhem, you, and Dominic.
Great.
And Gawain.
Ooh, Gawain's
Gawain
on the
is now
ground.
awake,
He's on the floor.
but he's still surrounded.
Please tell me that's a little better.
19 does hit.
Great.
It was dicey there for a second.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think it took the rage.
No, it did not. So 15.
Yeah, we
and
just roll another d6.
it's a flat number.
Oh.
It's 2.
Okay. I thought it was another d6, but that's okay.
Rage,
17.
2 damage with strength weapons. So yeah.
I'm thinking of old characters that
That's
had
okay.
things like Hunter's Mark and Hex.
Yeah. Okay, that's your your reaction. That is the end
Yep.
of his turn. It's now Piper's turn. She's gonna kind of like poke her head around and see that you guys are fighting, and come back here and says to Sigrid, "We should wait right here until it's over." Brienne, it is your turn.
Is
This is a
it
shelf.
at all possible to get...
So you can't stand
That's
here.
a shelf.
Yeah, you can't stand here.
I can't stand there. I cannot.
No.
Fuck it. I'm gonna throw another axe. I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get advantage because he's surrounded?
No, you're actually throwing into melee. Normally, I would consider that dangerous, but it's fine. There's no rule against that in D&D. 23 does hit.
I think it's 23 does hit.
Yeah. -5.
5 again.
That's pretty good. I mean, you have a +4 in there, so you're rolling minimums. You're due for some
I know.
maximums soon. That's your first attack.
My second attack is I'm out of axes currently,
Yeah,
so I'm.
Throwing them all.
I don't know if I can get up into his face or not.
Let's see. You'd have to move. You could stand over Gawain and do it.
Okay.
Or you could.
She's gonna do it.
If he's going, can't stand up next turn.
Well, you could crawl out from under and then stand up, or you can like
okay.
crawl over to the corner here and then stand up.
Okay, that's what I'll do next turn.
I'm so happy this is happening.
He could get an attack of opportunity and just poison you again.
Does that hit?
That does hit. 20 does hit.
You only get an attack of opportunity if you leave their attack range, though.
Oh yeah.
16 points of damage. How do you want to finish this guy? He's out of hit points.
Thank God.
She stands over Gawain with her axe and swings it down to come down at the joint between his neck and his shoulder to try and bisect him.
Okay, you cut him pretty deeply through there. He goes, "Ugh!" As the blade comes biting through his bones. He raises his hand to stab you. You pull the blade out and you hit him again in the same spot and goes deeper through, fully cutting his torso in half, and he falls back dead. His hand kind of like catching the bookcase behind him, the shelf behind him, and just knocking a bunch of pottery on the floor. And he's dead.
Real quick, I'm gonna quickly jump down and lay on hands Gawain for 10 points.
Thank you. Oh. Damn. Gawain crawls out from under Rian and stands up. How do I actually stand up? Actually,
Vera, do you have a healing potion, or do I need to give you one?
I do have one that I can use.
Okay. Piper,
It's
it's safe-ish.
She comes around the corner. Oh, okay.
So,
Well, screw that guy.
How do I increase my hit points?
You should be able to just click into it. You might need to be in edit mode. I can do that real quick.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Rian's going to step off to the side and pick up her axes and clean them up because ew, blood, rest of metal. And I'm going to have to step away for a minute, so
Okay.
enjoy.
Gawain looks at the assassin and says, "Looks like after I went down, he fell to pieces."
Oh my god.
Mayhem lays on the ground and covers his face with his paws.
Okay, can we loot this guy?
Oh, yeah, if you'd like.
Yeah.
He's got a light crossbow and a short sword and some studded leather.
And the short sword is poisoned?
It's got some poison rubbed on it, but it does look like it's beginning to lose its sheen.
Hmm.
XP.
Any chance we can short rest here for a bit? Because
Yeah,
I'm still at 15.
There's a table here. You guys
Oh.
can short rest here if you'd like.
I'll go sit on the table while they loot.
Piper goes around the room and lights the torches.
Gawain sort of sits against the wall over here.
Okay.
Even having nearly died, I can't help myself. I'm gonna loot the other bodies.
Okay. Our
Looking
best-
for coins, paper, scrolls, anything.
Okay. Our best boy goes up in level.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
He gets another D8 of hit points.
2 more and he evolves, right? Into like a Cerberus.
Sure.
He evolves into Doggerrow.
Right?
He evolves from Houndour to Houndoom.
Mm.
What's the advanced form of mayhem? Catastrophe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pandemonium.
And yes, that's like the 3rd version.
Gawain is suddenly thinking about investing in better armor.
Let's see. You have chainmail right now.
Yeah.
You
I
could
also have-
probably afford plate.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
You guys are pretty close to level 5 too. 6297 for Gawain.
That was a lot of EXP.
Well, you were on the lower end of the XP group before, and now you guys are pretty close together.
Yeah.
See, Dominic and Vera should be about 800 away from leveling.
Yep.
And Rianne is a good, like, 3,000.
What's
So-
800 XP? Is that a Skelly? We can go find a Skelly.
That's not a Skelly.
I'm back. Sorry about that. What did I miss?
We're just talking a little bit about XP.
And some light looting, but nothing important is found.
No, you got they were just carrying weapons and armor. They will, unless you want their weapons and armor, there,
Nope.
Dominic. Yeah, they were.
Nope.
That's all they were carrying: long swords, daggers, and scimitars, a hand crossbow, and or a light crossbow rather, and some quarrels for it, and that's about it.
Okay. Has anyone talked to Sigrid and find out what the hell was going on?
Nope.
Nope.
Rianne goes over to talk to Sigrid to find out what the hell was going on.
Okay.
It's been the space of like 2 minutes. Gawain's still like, oh, damn, I almost died.
Sigrid recounts you a tale of fast violence in the Serpent's Head Inn. These men and more assaulted the inn this morning and killed the guys that were her patrons and captured her. She informs you all that Crew is dead. The leader of the Red Razors is dead.
Okay.
Ah, all that wasted money.
All right. Do you know why they were trying to bring you down here?
She shakes her head no.
Did you overhear them saying anything?
She shakes her head no.
Certainly getting brazen.
Probably for like a virgin sacrifice or something. That's what cultists are all about.
She kind of
Um,
folds up into the fetal position.
I rolled insight on her.
Go ahead. Natural
Ah.
one. She just appears afraid.
I will also.
Okay, I'm also
insight.
going to smack Timmy.
Okay.
Because I'm sure Timmy would be capable of being a virgin sacrifice.
I can't tell anything either.
Nope.
Can't you see I'm mortally wounded?
Uh-huh. Okay, so we don't know why they were pulling. They killed a bunch of people. They killed crew. They were drinking Sigrid down here for. My mother only knows why. Need to keep. We should. We need to find out why they wanted to bring Sigrid down here. Sigrid, do you know which direction they were taking you?
She shakes her head no.
Is there anything on any of the bodies that could help us tell where where they were going?
You can make an investigation check if you'd like.
I would.
I will assist with this investigation check by taking the help action by helping her rifle through the corpses.
Sure, yeah. And you can roll your investigation check at advantage.
Awesome.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll take a 21.
They don't have any documents or anything like that on them. However, they do have a there's a scrap of paper that is on the assassin that just writes, "Take one alive, bring to VOS, kill the rest."
Do any of us have an idea what VOS might be? Timmy, you lived here. Does that sound at all familiar to you?
Can I roll an insight check?
Well, you could roll a history check. This would be more of a history check.
I'll roll a history check.
Can we all roll history checks?
Yes.
Mine is actually proficient in history checks.
Ugh.
Timothy's gonna shrug.
19 total.
Let's see if I'm due for any more good rolls.
I rolled a 19. I'm
Nicely
happy with
done.
that.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Gawain and Rianne, you both remember all the times that Piper said the words Vaults of Sorath, Vaults of Sorath, VOS.
I figured it was, but I wanted to
Okay,
be
so
sure.
So we need to find the vaults of Sorath.
We know where the staircase to those are, Piper says. They're the ones guarded by the ghoul.
Oh, of course they are.
I am slightly concerned that if there are more of him, and he'll point over to the bisected assassin, then we may need some assistance.
We're beat to hell and back and out of spells, too.
Dominic, we are the assistants.
Well, in that case, we have two.
Non-combatants, yes, I know.
That's good. I was trying to avoid the victim word. I didn't want them to feel isolated.
I'm not a victim, Piper says. Sigrid gets even
No,
smaller.
you are not. Neither of you are victims. Non-combatants, yes. Victims, no. You've both survived. She glares at Dominic. You have two choices, neither of which are great. You can either stay with us while we go investigate, or Piper can take you back up to the upper city, but we cannot go along to protect you.
Piper says, the entrance we first used isn't very far away, and it's still the middle of the day. If we hurry, we should be able to get within sight of one of the towers quickly, and then be able to enter the city. Once we're in the city, we will be safer.
Safer. The bed and breakfast, is that inside the walls or outside?
The boarding house is outside the walls, but it does have 24/7 guard presence.
Yes, so head for the boarding house. It's the safest of the options.
She nods.
Wait,
And you can get food and medical help there.
didn't Sigrid get kidnapped from the boarding house, though?
She got kidnapped from the Serpent's
No,
Head
Serpent's
Inn.
Inn.
Oh, okay.
That's within the city.
I misheard. Sorry.
No, you're good. There's a lot of places. Okay, so she's gonna get moving. You guys should rest and you know, check yourselves over.
We will. Be careful.
We will.
Wayne, sitting on the
Why
floor,
do I
looks
feel
up
like
at
I'm sending babies to armed combat?
I mean,
Go
Piper
in.
does have the sword.
Gawain looks up at Timothy from the floor where he's sitting and says, "Despite the hard time I give you, I owe you my life. Thank you."
Well, Timothy's actually gonna reach into his bag and pull out that health potion that I have, and then hand it over to Gwen. So I'm gonna do a quick trade here.
Alrighty. One moment, I need to mute my mic for a sec.
Vera's just going to be doing like field medicine on herself.
Sure.
Just for narrative reasons for the short rest, because like you don't heal just sitting doing nothing.
Right.
So
So yeah, you're using.
she is tending to herself.
Yeah, you're using bandages
Well-
and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We'll call it even. I think I would have bit the dust if it wasn't for you healing me earlier.
Fair enough.
Well, I do have a medicine kit, so I can help either or both. And Dominic, how badly are you hurt?
He'll wave his hand in the air like so-so.
Gawain heals for 14, bring him up to 28 out of 36.
I'm gonna roll one of my rest hit dice since we're doing a short rest. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You guys can roll a short
Yeah.
rest if you'd like.
I'm officially gonna do that then.
Me as well.
Okay. That'll be 8. I'll roll another one.
Where
That'll
do I
bring me
click
back
to,
up. If you hit the short rest, it gives you the roll option.
Yep, I found it. Thank you. Didn't
Believe it or not, I don't
Ugh.
need to. I didn't get hurt at all this time.
Yep, I have full hit points now.
Yay!
That's decent.
Gawain patches himself up with basic first aid and the healing potion, and he's good now.
Mm-hmm.
I do have medical kits which would help.
Damn it, said.
We are pretty tapped out spell-wise, though.
Yeah.
Not that we had a lot to begin with.
Gawain is out of spells and lay on hands.
I have 10 in the lay on hand pool left as an emergency.
I have 1 healing potion left.
I have a healing potion left. How is Mayhem?
He appears sad because no one is paying any attention to him.
Gawain pets him.
I will go over and pet Mayhem.
You both pet Mayhem.
Happy boy.
Mayhem has been the best companion in ages. Yes, he gets pets.
So what's the plan then? Are you feeling too tapped to get past the ghoul?
We need to find out what's going on and why.
I mean, I agree. There's a part of me that feels like there's a time element that we need to be careful of.
Dominic's actually a little
Yeah.
shaken after just nearly dying, so he's not going to say anything.
We are the assistants. No one else is going to look into this at this level. So we need to find where the ghoul was. I think Piper had the map. So we need to go across.
It's to the left.
Although she said it's to the left.
Yep.
Yeah. Then if we're all rested, we go. Come on, Mayhem.
Work!
That's my good boy.
Gawain stands from the floor and follows. He's also a little
Yeah.
shaken, but more from
Yeah.
the fact that he
I
went
pull
down
my dancing light
so
along
easy.
with us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna phase him through the walls appropriately here.
The dogs have wall hacks.
He's gonna noodle between you guys. Just straight up noodling between you guys.
Do you know where we're going, Mayhem? Oh, look, a bridge.
Nope.
Is your
Go
name Mayhem? Mayhem does.
Harsh. Harsh.
Should we follow Mayhem, GM?
If you want to.
Are we going the right direction?
Yep.
I was asking the GM.
Oh, not something I can straight up tell you.
Can we roll history to remember which way we're going?
Well, Dominic did say it's to the left, and this does appear to be where you were before.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
Braver man than I am going in first.
I hit the button too many times.
Ah, that would be our ghoul friend there, correct?
Yep.
That one was pretty good. I have to remember that one.
Does anybody remember
So is he
anything
just
Piper
standing
told
there
us
or
about?
what?
I do not. Is it in the compendium?
What I remember is that it was guarding the entryway and probably would only attack us if we tried to venture beyond it. But is it dead?
No, it's standing there. It's watching you guys.
Is it covered in blood?
Nope.
Okay, that's just an intimidating token.
Yep. That's the old school Krunth Ghoul token from back in the forum days.
So, I can't help but wonder if they had another way down into the crypt. Or into the vaults, rather. It's watching us, we're watching it.
Mm-hmm.
We should wait for. Never mind.
I'm gonna try something a little nuts.
I have the need to go.
We
AFK
need
for
to
a
pass
moment
by
for-
you. Will you let us do so?
You need to go AFK for a moment.
Yeah, I
There.
have to use the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead. And you ask it if it will let you by. It does not move. It just looks at you and it spreads its clawed hands out a little bit more as if it is threatening you.
We really don't want to destroy you. If you let us pass, we can keep the things that have been disturbing your duty from disturbing it more. Yes, I'm trying persuasion on the skeleton.
Yeah, you can roll a persuasion check against it.
The hell?
Okay, you roll a 17. This is interesting.
What does it do?
It kind of straightens a little bit, turns and begins to go down the stairs. Looks behind to see if you all are coming, and then continues to go down the stairs.
I'm going to thank you kindly and follow.
How does that even work? Or muttering to himself.
Did you all wish to descend into the vaults of Sorath?
No.
Yep.
No.
Not particularly, but we're going to anyway.
All right, hold on a second. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give us a 5-minute break. And we'll be back in 5.
Okay.
Just to hit the bathroom and reconnoiter.
Wait, no.
Okay, so all my players are back after their bathroom break, so we're all back here. Okay. Here we go. You descend the stairs and find yourselves into a large chamber, surrounded more or less by the cult. You have found their base.
We go back up the stairs.
This looks really bad. This was real bad.
Well,
I got to agree with that. That this seems really bad. We need more weapons. Where is it?
It's not too late to try the old, Hail Hydra approach.
No. Jim, do you see what I just pulled up?
Yeah, I do. You do have to roll initiative first, though.
No, because fuck this for a lark. Run and drop it on the stairs as we retreat upwards.
Okay, you still have to roll initiative first.
Damn it.
yeah, this seems like a retreat moment.
Tried.
Where are
Ah.
you?
I think we're in it.
Are
might
we rolling initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
You are in a room surrounded by full of hostiles. You do have to roll initiative.
I just want to make sure we were rolling it. You didn't like.
Oh, sorry.
No, he said it.
Okay.
We're on the stairwell. We can bottleneck them here. In this narrow passageway, their numbers mean nothing.
Wait.
I am not in a narrow passageway, sir.
Gawain, you have first turn.
So we're retreating, right?
That's the plan.
From what
Okay.
you can tell, you guys came down the stairs and these guys all turned to look at you. They may be surprised.
They have the first one? I don't know. It seems like we'll die if we stay here.
Okay, so I am going to chuck that here to try and create a distraction
Absolutely.
for wherever we want to go from
Go
here.
for it.
It's a 11 total.
Right there. He kind of sidesteps it, but it does still explode. So they do have to make their dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
So, and that's a 12, right?
Yeah.
So that guy fails. That guy succeeds. This guy succeeds, and this guy
Succeeds.
succeeds. Okay, so now damage. 3d6 fire damage. So the 3d6 is 12. So they take half of that. This guy almost perishes. This one. They're all on fire, too.
There should also be a ring of fire.
Yes, I'm getting to that.
That's a good thing I bought a few of these.
I say Molotov it up.
And that counts as a full attack action, right?
That is a attack action, yes.
Okay. So, I'll end my turn then.
You know, all things considered, you did 24 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. We got a rage in the chamber. These little red guys are like one-hitters. All 28 of them.
Vera, your turn.
Oh God. What are the two things I have next to me? So one is just a cultist. What's to the right?
That's the ghoul.
A ghoul.
That's the ghoul. That's our friend. Okay.
Is it?
No.
This guy certainly is not your friend, though.
Yeah, no. I feel like I have no choice right now other than to attack that guy because.
I'd also throw on your rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we will bonus action rage.
Bonus action rage.
Okay, I have one left.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I will stab at the cultist.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because this doesn't look great. You sure we're not retreating, guys, right?
No, we're going to retreat.
Yeah, but like causing a distraction
You're
until we
stuck
can.
in combat.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like we're killing people.
Oh yeah. Roll damage. This poor fuck. 9. Oh yeah, you hit him pretty bad. He is toast. Good night.
Oh Lord.
Blah! Blood spray.
Guys, do I move in?
No, you move back.
I don't know, it feels like whack-a-mole.
The ghoul's turn is next.
I'm going to whack you.
Does the ghoul look hostile?
Not to you. It
Okay.
looks like it's about to rip this guy's face off, though.
Okay.
As long as we don't hit the ghoul, we could use that to our advantage.
Yeah, I
Right?
guess.
Do you guys actually want to do this and fight it?
YOLO? My inner Leroy Jenkins is calling.
I mean, I'm still in the middle of the room, so like.
Well, let's see what the ghoul does.
I will stay here. End of turn.
Okay. Okay, first for the ghoul, we roll a 1d6 plus 1 to see how many attacks it gets this turn. 5.
Oh boy.
Okay, it's going to make a claw attack first on this poor guy. Missing the first attack. Hitting the second attack. 12 points of damage. He's dead. He is going to move up here. He's going to take... Let's see, that was the second attack. He gets 5 this round, so... One more on this guy. That hits.
I think it might see us as allies because we asked for its assistance.
I don't know anymore.
What is even happening anymore? That one misses. That one hits.
I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth here.
Right.
Mauls this guy for an
Ghoul?
additional 12 points of damage.
I wouldn't look a ghoul in the mouth regardless.
I'm just going to use its poison breath just for shits and giggles. Hit all 4 of those guys.
Would the poison react with the fire?
No, not really.
Oh.
They need to make Constitution saving throws.
I know AD&D 1.0
No.
and 2.0, a green dragon's chlorine breath was reactive with fire.
All 4 of them have failed. Okay, they take 4 more damage. This guy's dead. This guy's dead.
We come up with a name for it, maybe it'll get attached to us.
What about, like... Bob?
I was thinking Nibbles.
I like that better.
No, no. That was this guy's line, not my line.
Hey,
There we go. Your turn, Rian. This guy's dead.
I guess we're doing this.
This guy's dead. This
That
guy's
one's
dead.
dead. That one's dead.
Yep, this guy's dead.
Those two.
These 2 are wounded.
How far can I throw a bottle of fulmination?
You can throw it, 20 feet.
I'm gonna throw it. That red thing is bothering me.
It's a summoning circle. It's giving off waves of magic.
Oh, yay. Well, now we know what they wanted the girl for. I'm going to throw to the left side. My left.
Okay.
The other side of the summoning circle. My thing of fulmination.
Okay, where?
If nothing else.
Whereabouts? Here? This guy?
Yes.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
It is a ranged weapon attack, so you go ahead and click on it, and it should give you an option to do an attack roll. Yep. Okay, and then attack roll. 16. That's gonna hit this guy. So you throw it at him. It hits him and explodes on him. So he automatically fails the saving throw for it. So he is on fire.
We have a Wilhelm scream to play.
We don't have a Wilhelm scream to play.
Damn.
So we're just gonna draw our circle. Let's see. Let's just. I think that's 10 feet. So is it a 20-foot or a 10-foot? 10-foot diameter.
10-foot diameter that goes around corners.
Yeah. That's. So it needs to be bigger.
This battle song kicks ass, by the way.
Yeah. We can catch these two assholes in the back with it. So I'm gonna make them
Please.
roll.
This goes around corners.
Yeah, he's technically that poor guy.
Oh my.
Yeah, okay, they both fail. Okay, go ahead and roll damage on that, Rianne.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and push that
Oh.
damage button. 17.
Excellent.
He's on fire. These
And
two
dead.
are dead.
If I remember correctly, it keeps taking damage.
Yep. This guy will keep taking damage so long as he is on fire.
So will those two.
Yeah, they're dead though.
What, the two white guys?
These guys in the corner here? Yeah. Oh, these two. Yes, these two.
No.
These two will still take damage
Okay.
because they're standing in it.
Yeah.
End of your turn, or do you want to throw another one?
I'm going to move up. I don't know how many I have.
You have 3 left. Or 4 left.
I will throw I will throw another one because, gosh darn it, they're useful.
Fun with grenades, guys. Fun with grenades.
Oh god.
Yes.
I'm going to throw it over by the summoning circle and try for
Okay.
these guys.
Okay. Yeah. When you bought these, I was like, oh, those are gonna come in handy later. Oh yeah. 3. Okay, so that doesn't hit him. It hits the ground. It does explode. So they do need to make their saving throws. He succeeds. He succeeds. You know, this feels right for a natural 1. He fails though.
All right, I roll damage.
Yep.
Committing so many war crimes today.
20, even more. Just even more damage. Okay, so this guy failed, so he takes all 20. He's dead. He dodged, and he did succeed, so he only takes 10. And he succeeded, but he has 5 hit points, so he's also dead. So you've killed 4 people.
And that would be all my... And possibly some more as we go. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah. Dominic, your turn.
Okay.
One moment.
Let's- We'll just attack. Nice.
22 hits, yeah. 9. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you stab him. He pushes the blade out with his sword. Are we at the end of... We're not even at the end of the round, so these guys are still surprised.
Well, the others make it look so much easier.
He's on fire, so he takes 3d6 fire damage. 11. Flames crawl up the back of him. He starts to scream. He's surprised. Surprised. This is like in like Wolfenstein or Doom when they, you surprise all the monsters in the room and it's just a minute of monster sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's on fire. He's dead. He just burns up. This guy is surprised. So, yeah, you guys come in, chuck grenades, the ghoul mauls someone, Vera cuts a man down. This guy is not touched by the flames.
The ghoul mauls some more guys and then breathes poison on them.
Yep. Mayhem's turn.
No, Mayhem, stay back.
He's gonna move to here because he's a very brave boy. See, these guys move to here. And he's gonna attack this guy. Misses first attack. Second attack's a hit. 7 points of damage.
Good boy.
I'm gonna see if that drags him down. No.
More monster sounds.
More monster sounds, that's right. This guy is on fire, so he takes damage. 11. Almost dead. So he's just screaming.
I mean, I think we committed to this now, guys.
It's the very top of the
Yep.
order.
I
It's Gawain. It's Gawain, your turn.
All right, Gawain is
Do
going
you have any
to
more grenades?
move up here, and he is going to throw. How far did you say you can throw a potion of fulmination? I think I have another
It's 20 feet. You have 2 more.
one. I have 2 more. Okay.
So many grenades.
I'll throw one at this guy.
Hey, ghouls, okay?
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck that guy.
But that also creates a fire obstacle in the room that the other guys have to pass.
It does.
Yeah, these also give off
It does.
light, so hold on. Let me make sure that those are giving off light.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit, yeah.
I'm going to commit various unforgivable war crimes. 24.
We're fighting cultists. It's okay.
I'm gonna say it hits both those guys, because fuck them. Okay, so 24 points of damage. That did hit him. He's automatically on fire, and he fails the saving throw. This guy passes the saving throw, so he takes half of the 3d6. And that's 12 plus 2 is 14, so 7. He's dead. So it just explodes, and shrapnel and fire washes over him, and he just falls to the ground dead. Smoking and on fire. That's your attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gawain looks at the remaining potion in his pack and says, "I like these things."
Mm-hmm. It's this guy's turn over here. He's going to move up to where the ghoul is, and he's going to make an attack on the ghoul. He misses. He's going to try to stab the ghoul. Also missing. That's his turn. This cultist is going to move.
Gawain says to the ghoul, "Good job dodging those nibbles."
This is a dash.
Are we encouraging him? Are you really encouraging that thing?
And he's helping us for now, at least.
Another dash.
Oh, I see a big boy over there. Fucking mage.
He's gonna kind of like skirt the side here and just try to jump this.
Roll a 1 face plant into the fire.
6. Lands in the fire, immediately takes 3d6 damage. 11. And that ends his turn. This guy is going to make a swing on Mayhem. Misses. End of his turn.
And a miss.
Ice flopped over to save Mayhem. But they're not in the summoning circle, though. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Nope.
What the Samson is that?
That is a enemy. He's dressed in plate armor. It looks like a mage because he's got like pink flames coming off of his hands.
He has hands.
Garboiler.
And he's gonna try to blast you guys with his Dark Bolt attack. He's gonna go ahead and grab one of you with that. He's gonna shoot at, let's see, the ghoul probably first. That hits.
Would Dark Bolt harm an undead if it does negative energy damage?
It does deal necrotic damage, you're correct. And it is immune to it. Now he's going to target Rianne for a blast. That does hit. 16 points of necrotic damage.
Owie.
Let's see.
Where's
Who else can he see?
How many spells is he getting around?
It's a fusillade, so he can fire 3 of these at once.
Did that already take it directly off my hit points?
Yeah, I already grabbed it.
Okay.
That misses. And then he's going to, let's see, how much movement does he have? 10. Okay, he's going to move this way. It looks like he comes up here, fires a spread of dark bolts, and then starts running. Hold them off! I must alert the master!
Oh, fuck.
This guy's gonna run up, and then he's going to try to jump over the fire. Oh, 14, yeah, he does pretty good. He's gonna jump it. That's his movement. And his turn. Farah, your turn.
Does he land in the other fire?
No, he landed here and then scooched.
Okay.
So Vera, it is your turn. This guy attacked your dog.
I know, but I also have...
It's dead.
I don't like the things happening to my right, though. I will stomp on top of this dead body and come up over here.
Okay.
And I will show him who's boss.
All right.
Reckless.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's toast. Oh yeah, he's dead. You cut his head clean off. End of your turn?
It is gonna have to be. I don't have anything else I can do. I will growl at the cultist right next to him
Okay.
and nod at my canine companion.
Okay. Oh no, this guy face plants into the fire here. He takes 11 points of damage and dies. So he like trips over his boot and then straight up dies.
These are like the worst cultists.
They're pretty bad.
I'm thrilled.
I feel like
it's a
this
bad
turned into a
cultist.
comedy scene.
This guy over here sees this happen, says, "Oh, I'm not." Nope. He's gonna go this. He's gonna go this way instead.
Nope.
Takes the long way around. This guy was in the corner the whole time. Comes up to you, Vera, and takes a swing.
With his scimitar.
With his scimitar. It does hit, though.
It does hit.
You are raging currently, so it
I
deals
am.
1 damage.
I feel like I felt a tickle.
Yeah, this guy's on fire right now, so we have to roll the 3d6. 11 more points of damage, and he dies. Because
Yay.
napalm is bad. That's what you guys basically have in those grenades. It's basically napalm.
Yes, I know.
He's dead. This ghoul is gonna move... Well, first he's gonna see if his poison breath charges. Nope. And then we're gonna roll to see how many slashes he gets. So it's 1d6 plus 1. 4. Claw attack on this guy. Natural 1. 13, 19 total. It's a hit. For 9 points of damage. Mauling him significantly. He's going to move on to here. He's going to attack this guy for his 3rd attack. And then 4th attack. 16 hits. Dealing 13 points of damage to this guy. Killing him.
Tears him in half.
Yeah, he just mauls him, slashes him across the neck, blood spray, body crumple.
Cracks him open like a can of soda and just drinks him.
Yeah, pretty much. This guy's on fire. Takes 12 points of fire damage. He's going to move to here to confront the ghoul. He's going to take a swing at it. 16 does hit it. 4 points of damage. It resists physical damage. So it only takes 2. This thing's a tank.
No fooling.
No fooling. And then the dagger attack. I guess.
I think the crazy plan to ask it to escort us may have saved our lives.
Deals another point of damage to it. This guy moves this way. You have the nice cluster going on right here. I'm just saying.
I know,
Rhiann,
I know.
it's your turn.
I have a problem right in front of me. So,
Yeah, you got a small one.
I have a problem right in front of me. I'm going to attempt to hit it with my axe.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got him. He's dead. You just cleave his
Okay.
head clean off.
Well, since the gods have been so kind as to give me a target-rich environment, I'm gonna go right there.
Well, you gotta pick one of
Yeah,
them. If you... Yeah, so that one?
The one you highlighted.
Okay. Uh, 16 does hit, so he's on fire. Go ahead and roll damage, and these two have to make the saves. He passes the save. He passes the save. So this is 8 points of damage, fire damage. That's enough to kill this cultist. He's dead.
Succeeded his save, didn't matter.
Yep. Pull 17 points of damage on this guy. So many bodies.
So much burning pork.
Yep.
Something with the bodies hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna remove the dead guys from the tracker just to save on memory.
Thank you.
No problem. Dominic, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna attack this guy.
What'd you get?
13.
13 hits him on the money.
Okay. Let's see if maybe we can finish him off since he's burning to death.
8? Yeah, that's enough. He's dead.
That'd be me. Doing my small part in the cult killing blender.
These guys are getting blended up.
God's
I'm gonna-
truth, I did not expect to run right into the cult, but
I have lots of nightmares about this, I think.
There's still like 30
gotta
of them
survive it
left.
first.
This guy's gonna make an attack roll on you, Vera.
Timothy, what did you do today? Well, we killed 40 cultists, set their bodies on
Misses.
fire.
Yeah, he misses. That's his turn. This guy now has no direct way to any enemies because of the fire.
He can jump it.
Quote, oh, come on. Is this guy even in the... He is, okay. So he's gonna move. He's gonna try to jump it. Where he thinks it's thinnest. He does. Shoot.
He's like, yeah, I got this. I'm the protagonist.
He's having his anime moment. He's gonna attack the ghoul. That doesn't hit. So he's gonna end his turn. This guy's gonna try to jump it. So now they don't have a choice but to try and jump it. Right into the fire.
Ah,
Odd. Oh no.
15 points of damage. He's dead. So glad you guys brought those grenades, because this would have been a knockout, drag-out fight.
It still might be a knocked-out, drag-out fight.
Yeah, keep in mind that other guy said we need to go get the boss. So,
No, got to tell the master.
oh yeah.
Telling and getting is two separate things.
8. Oh yeah, he's gonna land in it too. It's a 10 to get it to jump over the fire. 12. Yeah, he's dead.
These guys aren't very good at their jobs, are they?
No, they're not.
Actually, they're perfect as cultists. They're cannon fodder. They have slowed us down significantly.
True.
That's true.
I really think, though, if this whole scene was to have been animated, this would be a comedy.
Oh yeah, this would be a comedy scene. Like, we just had 3 guys just jump straight into the fire. They're not having a good time. Because this guy's dead now, too.
Like, at some point, you have to realize it's not gonna work.
This would be one of the few moments in a Marvel movie where, well, that just happened would be fitting.
He's gonna see if he's more afraid of Scarbroiler or the fire. He's more afraid of Scarbroiler. He's gonna try it too.
As
Get over
Matilda
10, dude.
said,
Oh,
as
there we go.
Matilda said in chat, these cultists have like 0 pattern recognition.
No. All this is happening very quickly, right? Like, it's not just like one at a time they're jumping. Oh, he gets a natural 20 on you, Rian.
Every round is 6 seconds long.
Yeah, they're like a bunch of these guys are jumping at the same time and getting roasted. Shut up, Adobe Acrobat. Nobody cares. 14 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. Crits hurt.
Yep,
Okay.
They do.
Let's see if this guy's more afraid of Scarbroiler than the fire. He is more afraid of Scarbroiler than the fire, so he's gonna jump it. Yep, he makes it. Jumps around to that side, and he's gonna make an attack on that ghoul. He misses.
A miss.
Is it at all possible to clear the bodies that are dead off map?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm sure they're slowing the map down.
Thank you.
It's just getting a lot to look at.
Oh shit!
Someone should commission Zed to draw this scene.
I just deleted a cultist.
Oh no.
Oopsie. That's okay, it's just one.
He noped out of existence.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, we weren't at
He
Mayhem.
ran.
We were at that guy. Yeah, this guy just happened, so it is Mayhem's turn. Okay. Mayhem's gonna attack this guy who's been attacking his mommy. I'm not very happy about that.
The body's just got hit with that nope.avi energy.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that hits. Dealing 3. Let's see if that drags him down. Nope. Unfortunate. That hits too. 5 points of damage. He's just biting him on the ankles, getting him.
Get this fire here, dude.
Oh, it's so good.
This guy is gonna run away.
I knew they'd come in handy. I just was not expecting this.
He immediately takes 3d6 points of fire damage because he is in the fire. That is enough to slay him.
That's her noise in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Okay. It is your turn, though. Ladies and gentlemen, this, if anything, is an advertisement for napalm. And also, don't play with fire.
Or napalm.
Or thermite.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's a bad idea.
You do not want to see what happens when you mix jellied gasoline with thermite.
Yikes.
I am just buying more explosive potions all the time now.
They're so good.
It is, however, an ad for getting yourself a dog, a good dog that will be a security officer for your house.
Mm-hmm. We, like, in the future, we definitely need, like, a cultist on fire emote. because of this.
Oh my lord.
It's really funny.
This has gone way better than I thought it would. How many have we killed so far?
Oh, I had literally 30 cultists in here. Like 30 regular cultists in here. They're down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this is 4 right here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've killed like 21 dudes at least.
The reason I'm asking is we're in round 3,
Mm-hmm.
and the last fight we were in, it took us to round 7.
Yeah. Yeah, this
I'm back.
grenades.
Sorry about
It's your turn. Grenades just cleared the room.
So, Gawain is gonna swing at the guy right in front of him.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't really see much other option. I mean, the environment's slightly less target rich right now. Okay, that is 18
Yeah, that hits.
damage.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
17 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. You cut this guy's head off too.
Gawain just cuts his head off and kicks the body into the fire. And stares down the cultist that is in front of Rianne and growls at him. I'm going to roll Intimidate. I'm looking for Intimidate on the sheet.
That's sanity.
He's probably more afraid of the fire than he is of you.
Yeah. Everything's on fire. He has more things to be afraid of.
Okay, he's gonna take 2 attacks at you, Dominic.
Bringing out my parry skills.
It hits. Dealing 4.
Okay. Just a little rusty. Just need to get in, loosen up.
Dagger stab. That one misses.
He perfectly times a press of the L2 button in Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna attack you, Dominic, because you're flanked. I forgot to roll that at advantage. Oh well. Here comes the dagger at advantage. Garbage.
Ha! Joke's on them because I flank best with my rear.
He is going to cast Bane on you guys. That was funny, though. 3 creatures he can see 30 feet. Let's see if he can actually hit you guys with this.
I don't think he can.
Nope, he's going to just cast it on that ghoul.
See, a lot of these guys got grabbed by the ghoulies.
fucking hell. There we go. Okay.
Did the ghoul just say?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
The ghoul just hit him with that fucking blue steel for the charisma save. Oh.
And Scarborough has run away.
How does one boil scars?
Don't want to know.
On a logistics level, it seems impractical.
Oh, nobody ever said he was practical. Farah, your turn.
I would like to not give this guy a chance to hurt my dog, so I will reckless attack the one I'm adjacent to.
You gonna reckless attack his ass? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume the 19 hits.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Great.
does. Yeah.
And is it adding the rage?
It is not, but he is dead.
Okay, great.
When you roll that attack, if you want to add it in the rage, just in the situational bonus, just add 2.
Okay.
Okay, so he's dead. Good night.
I will spin towards the other guy and, wish that I had a second attack, but I don't, so I'll just growl at him.
He swings at you in response.
Of course he does.
That's gonna hit you. That's a 19.
That is gonna hit, yeah.
Dealing 1.
Uh-huh.
The ghoul's turn.
The famed tickle blade of Terendelev.
No poison breath back. 26 plus 1 attacks. Hoping for 7. Nope, 2. He's gonna take it out on this guy right in front. Hits him. Dealing 13. And misses. This guy is going to attack it back. I don't know what happened to the chat over here. I'm going to try refreshing the page. Natural 2 misses with 6. And a 16 does hit. There it goes. Dealing 2 points of damage total. Rianne, your turn.
I'm going to pop one of my healing potions because I have to.
Okay.
Use.
Eight.
Okay, that's better. All right, much better. All right, since I had that action, I'm going to strike at the guy that's right in front of me.
Yep. Your potion is a bonus
Come
action.
on.
So this is a regular action. Your multi-attack.
Yep.
27 hits. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's dead. You just cleave him in half at the waist.
In which case I'm going to move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I went here.
Okay.
And attack this guy.
Okay.
Because I'm the one that got the ghoul into this mess.
"24 hits. 15. That kills him too. Jesus. Wah!
This is how she's supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be all my actions.
Is that cultist not in the initiative order? He's not. Okay. So we're gonna put him back. Oh, perfect. Okay. Dominic, your turn.
Okay. Dupe. 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 Dupe.
Yeah, that hits him.
Feel my righteous blade.
5 points of damage.
Ah. Turn.
Okay. He's gonna move here and kind of stand there.
He's
Scarborough is gone, and the fire makes him scared.
He's not gonna jump that. He sees the amount of bodies piled up in it.
no, they've learned pattern recognition.
Gonna attack you, Rianne. 13 misses.
Yes, it does.
This guy immediately takes 3d6 fire damage. 11 is enough to slay him. He's dead too. Look at that. Mayhem's turn. Mayhem's gonna come over here. He's gonna bite this cultist that you're facing off with. That misses. Second attack. That hits. 4 points of damage. Saving throw. On the money. This guy is gonna just kind of stand there. Gawain, your turn.
Gawain is going to move here, so he's flanking this guy with Dominic.
Sure.
And then he's going to attack this boy here with advantage.
No.
Shit. How do I make it roll with advantage?
When you go to make your attack, it should give you a prompt.
Okay. Yep, there we go. Thank you.
19 hits.
19 hits. Okay. Damage. 19 damage.
Oh yeah, he's dead. You cut him down from behind.
Just vertically bisect him and watch both halves fall apart.
Sure, yeah.
And that'll end my turn.
This guy's turn. He's going to attack Dominic there. Natural 1. He's gonna stab with the dagger. 7. He's gonna try to run away. So both you, Dominic, and Rianne can make opportunity attacks against him because he's trying to run out of here.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah.
One aim for the neck, one aim for the knees.
Oh fuck! That's a rubber band. Go ahead and roll that damage at crit, Dominic. 24. Here's why you missed, Rianne.
The body wasn't there.
Because as he runs away, Dominic swings a sword with a flick of his wrist, cutting him in the throat, and he loses his momentum and hits the floor right in front of you, dead. And you swung high. to like catch him in the head.
Nice shot.
You hear like a lightning crackling sound. And then Scarbroiler disappears. Vera, your turn.
I
Use
mean, I'm gonna hit the
telegraph.
guy.
You're gonna hit the guy.
I'm gonna hit the guy.
You're gonna hit the guy.
He is flanked,
I'm gonna do reckless.
Reckless. Flanked would be
and you have advantage.
opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Gawain was facing the other way anyway, so. But I did say reckless, so advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 17 hits. Yeah, he's dead.
You're fucking dead, mate.
You just yeah, you kill him.
So this center, does that go all the way up to the ceiling?
This center here?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think this guy's in the order.
Look, I can do a running start, right? There's only a little bit of fire. Can I get to the other side with a long jump with my movement?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
So do you have 30 feet of movement? Yeah, you could land right there.
Okay. I was actually just gonna go where it was thinnest, but sure, if I
Yeah,
can
you
head up towards this guy,
you can
I
do
will
that
do
too.
that.
Go
Whichever you want.
thinnest. Go thinnest.
I'm gonna go where it's thinnest because that makes the most sense. So she will have ran over this body,
Mm-hmm.
and then jumped,
Okay, yeah, that works.
and is now here. Is that
Oh, that's outside of the... This isn't in the fire, so...
okay?
That's 30 feet, right? So 10, and then 20. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Ghoul's turn. Nope. Seven attacks.
Oh dear.
Here we go. He's gonna need them. He keeps rolling like shit. Yeah, that's a miss too. That one hits. Okay. So he cuts this guy down. He cracks him open like a Coke can. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Fifth attack on the cultist next to you, Rianne. 15 hits. 7 points of damage. It's going to leap across the fire. As a 45-foot... Actually, it's going to jump up onto the ceiling and crawl along the ceiling and then drop down behind this fucker. Because it can do that.
Ah,
It's got a feature
okay,
called...
that could be-
It's got a feature called Free Runner. Creature can climb over obstacles and through all climbable terrain without need of a check and no reduction in movement speed. So that's 5 attacks, 6 attacks.
Yeah.
Miss. 7 attack. That will hit. 14 points of damage. So it just drops down behind him, swings, and then mauls him a little bit. Rianne, your turn.
I have
This
a
guy.
goon in front of me.
Yep, you have a goon in front of you.
By the way, did you go to the Mook store and get the 24 pack?
I did. They were on sale. That hits.
Oh.
$17. He's dead. He's toast.
Okay. I should be able to. I'm going to try throwing one of my hand axes at the guy here
That guy?
by the summoning circle.
Okay.
God, my hand axes have come in handy.
13 hits.
That's good.
Yeah, you're in range too. 8. He's still up.
Okay.
That guy was beefy.
Yeah, but that's my 2 attacks.
Yep. Okay. Dominic.
The only
Oh, go ahead.
uh
What are you gonna do?
the only other thing I could think to do would be to try and get on the other side of the summoning circle and bracket the
Yeah, you can do
final right warrior.
that. Yeah, you can jump that.
Okay. All right, that's everything, and I missed the fire, so.
Mm-hmm. Dominic,
Yeah, all of these
You're s-
burning bodies
you're surrounded
re-
by bodies.
are really bringing back some unpleasant memories.
Yeah, roll a sanity saving throw for me.
I'm gonna do poorly on this one.
Yeah, you're having a hard time. I'm gonna say you're frightened. You cannot approach the fire.
Yep, that's gonna be my turn there.
Okay. This guy's gonna move in. He's gonna try to escape. So he's gonna jump the fire. Rian, you do get an... Oh, he's gonna land in it. Rian, you do get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Takes 9. Uh, 16 does hit him. Points of damage. He's dead. Yeah, he tries to get away, but
So he's cut and on fire.
Yeah, he tries to get away, but he's cut down and burns up.
Aw.
He is going to give you advantage on your next sanity saving throw, Dominic.
Cool.
That's because Mayhem is a good boy. Does he actually hit the ghoul?
No, that's a saving. That's a sanity saving throw. He's going to surrender.
Okay.
Which one is saying that?
This one.
The one by the
Okay.
ghoul.
Gawain, your turn.
So, within 25 feet, going, or within 30 feet, going can jump the fire and end up in front of that guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dominic is having a horrible time, but Gawain is in his lane, in his element, thriving. He is a holy warrior of the goddess of war, and I think he's probably having the time of his life.
Yeah, this is everything they promised you.
Right? So, like, Gawain lets out a mighty roar of a battle cry, and... 15?
15 hits.
19 damage.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god, this poor fucker.
Just comes out of nowhere over the fire and just jumping slash cuts him in half.
Yeah, that's gotta be terrifying.
Oh god, that would be so cool in a movie. That would be so cool in a movie.
Well, let's see here. Nope. Two attacks.
The blaze of cruelty was in our hearts all along.
Ha!
Thank you for that one, Sid. Blaze of cruelty was the friends we made along the way.
He cuts down the man that surrendered, because he doesn't care, and is going to attack the final right warrior right there. Hits.
Guess the blaze of cruelty is also all the grenades we threw.
No. Slashes him for 9. There is one enemy left. Rianne, your turn.
I never thought I'd be fighting at the side of a ghoul, but that's where we are today.
What you got there?
That should hit.
16 does hit. 12 points of damage on your first attack. Very good.
Yep. Is he still upright?
He is.
Well, then I guess we'll just have to go again.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits. 27. 14. He's down.
Okay,
That finishes your enemies.
good.
That was hype as fuck.
Let me go ahead and stop the music real quick, and pause the game while I do the math, because I cleared the enemies out of the tracker and removed them for the sake of our fucking computers. I have to redo the experience point math, so hold on.
That's fine.
It was 35 cultists and 10 warriors that you guys fought.
Wow. Can we do something about the
And one
summoning circle?
Scarborough.
Oh, Scarborough escaped. And so did the two
Yeah,
final
I
right
know,
mages.
but-
What was your question, Kellic? Or not Kellic, fuck.
Wow.
Vera?
I said, can we do something about this summoning circle? I don't like that it's there.
Yeah, you guys can discuss that while I figure out math.
Well, it is on fire.
Is the fire actually doing anything?
No.
That's a
Okay.
good.
Can I come over? And I
You can
have.
probably come around.
I'm trying. I think it's because the pause. I would come around and I want to try to use my radiant blade to like cut into it.
And wreck the summoning circle? Yeah.
I know he's probably doing math.
Yes.
Also, I feel like
That's
I had
fine.
a skipped turn. Not that it matters.
Well, we're in free movement now.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that we end the game here
Yeah. That's a
for
good
this
idea.
session. Since all the enemies are dead, we finished the combat.
I need to make dinner here in a minute.
And yeah, stuff needs to be done. So that's my suggestion.
Yep, that's fine with me. We're a little over time. We're about 11 minutes over time. Good news, everyone. Good news. Those of you that are level 4, I don't know why it divided it like that. I'm just gonna.
Well, the last thing that Dominic's gonna do before we split is he's just gonna run out of the room.
Okay. You guys level, the three of you that are in here that are under level 5.
Hell yeah.
So,
Woo.
Rianne, you do get a little
I
bit
think that
more, but you're good.
yeah, I that should bring everybody else up to 5, shouldn't it?
Yep, does. And with that, I'm going to put us into our ending screen. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and playing with us. Thank you for coming out and watching. I hope everybody had a good time. Our next game is In the Heart of Rage on the 28th of February. And then our next Blaze of Cruelty session is the 2nd of March. So, In the Heart of Rage on the 28th of February and A Blaze of Cruelty on the 2nd of March. Hope to see you all there on those dates and have a good night.
Goodbye.
I
Bye.